This Toyota Corolla big body has no low beam, only the high beam is working. The customer originally brought it in because the headlight wasn't bright enough at night. The main reason the headlight isn't bright enough, even when using only the high beam, is because the H4 bulb is rated at only 60-55 watts. However, since the vehicle also has another issue, no low beam, that problem should be fixed first. When I checked the headlight harness wires, I found that it had two auxiliary relays, one for the high beam and another for the low beam. To access the relays freely, I had to remove the wiper washer reservoir first. Now that the washer reservoir is removed, I can thoroughly inspect the headlight relay wiring to determine why the low beam isn't working. The relays are secured with screws, so I had to remove those as well. To identify which relay controls the low beam, I first switched on the headlights and turned on the high beam. I removed the right relay, and the high beam went out, which meant that the left relay controls the low beam, the one that wasn't working. Upon visual inspection, the low beam relay socket was already melting, with bulging sides caused by heat. Using an automotive wire, I jumped the connection between terminals 30 and 87, and the low beam lights worked, confirming that the bulb itself was not the problem. To test if the relay was faulty, I swapped it with the high beam relay. When I turned on the low beam, the lights worked, which suggested the relay might be the issue. However, when I put the original low beam relay back, the low beam lights still worked. I initially thought the socket relay was the real culprit because it was clearly damaged, but the relay itself could also be failing. To avoid the risk of a future failure, I decided to replace both the relays and the socket relays for the low and high beams. I then began replacing the socket relays and also included the fuses, as I noticed that no fuses were installed in the wiring. Since the customer's original complaint was the brightness of the bulb, I also decided to upgrade to a 100/90 watts H4 bulb, which is safe to use thanks to the auxiliary relays. Now that the new headlight relays are installed, along with the new relay sockets and the added fuses for both high and low beam, I can proceed with installing the new 190 watt H4 bulb on the right headlamp. After that, I'll show you the difference in brightness between a 100/90 watt bulb and a standard 60/55 watt bulb. As you can see, there's a big difference between the right headlight with the 100/90 watts bulb and the other side, which still has the 60/55 watts bulb. I will now install the new H4 bulb on the left side as well. The battery needs to be removed to access it properly.